guys, it's Coach Sarah here. I am so excited to share with you a new favorite treat that I found. I'm with Array of Hope Health. If we have not met before, I'm so excited that you are here. I love baking Trim Healthy Mama treats that are on plan, healthy, sugar-free, and this one is gluten-free as well. So you are going to love sharing, not just eating this treat, but sharing this treat. I made this for my mom for Mother's Day and for her birthday, and we shared it with a lot of friends, and I got so many compliments on this dessert that I was like, I have got to share it with you guys. So this recipe can actually be found in Trim Healthy Indulgence. It's the first time I've tried it. It is the no-bake cherry cheesecake. However, we're gonna keep it an S by simply making a few modifications. So I'm gonna share my best tips with you today. I've got some good ones for you. I'm gonna save you a ton of time. So let's get started. The very first thing that you're gonna wanna do is you're gonna wanna take out your heavy whipping cream, which you're gonna need 1 cup, and you're gonna put it into your Vitamix, and you're gonna go ahead and blend this until it is completely fluffy into whipped cream. You will know when it's done because it will literally just stop blending and then it will be turned into cream. So once you have this, scoop out the whipped topping, put it in your bowl, and we're gonna save this for later. The rest of this comes together super quick. What you're gonna wanna do is you're gonna put a 1/4 cup of cold water in one container, and then you're gonna take another 1/4 cup of water and you're gonna heat it up for just about 40 seconds. Now, while that's cooking, you're gonna take 1 tablespoon of just gelatin and you're gonna bloom it in your water. Mix this together, and then you're just gonna set this aside. Okay, now for the crust, you're gonna take your melted butter, about 6 tablespoons of melted butter, and then you're going to just add all the rest of the ingredients. So we're gonna start with our almond flour, which we need 3/4 of a cup of almond flour. And then I'm gonna add in, let's see, 1/2 cup of baking blend. So baking blend. Then I'm going to add in a couple tablespoons of Gentle Sweet. I am using xylitol-free Gentle Sweet. And then last, we're gonna do a teaspoon of some vanilla extract. So I'm just gonna eyeball that. Looks good. Just take a spoon and mix that together. Now here's the secret. I learned something. When I made this the other day, first time I made it exactly correctly, and it was delicious. The second time I made a mistake. And it was a mistake that I can't wait to share with you guys because it saved me so much time. So once you put all this together, it looks like cookie dough. And remember, there's no eggs, there's nothing in here. And so in the original recipe, you actually cook it. We're not gonna cook it. And you just gotta trust me, it's just as good. In fact, I liked it better. So all you have to do is once you mix this together, you're gonna get out your pan to put it in. Yes, you can use a springform pan. I love my Epicure silicone round, so I'm gonna use this. This is the way I found it to be my favorite, but please, by all means, get your favorite dish, 8x8 square. Just put some parchment paper down. Don't let not having a piece of equipment stop you from making this because you can totally make it, okay? So promise me you'll try it. So I'm just gonna take my mixed dough, I'm gonna put it into my pan. Now this is the important part though, because especially if you're using a pan like this, if you're using parchment paper, you're totally fine because you're gonna be able to lift it out after you put it in the refrigerator. But you wanna make sure, especially if you're using a pan like this, that you just press this down nice and firm. And then you can set this aside and you're gonna put the filling together, and then we'll just pour it on top of our crust and throw it in the fridge. It's that easy peasy. Okay, so our crust is ready. Now, everything you need, I'm not even cleaning this out from when we made the other, I'm just gonna throw everything in here. So we're gonna start with 2 things of cream cheese, and then we are going to add in 1/2 cup of your favorite cottage cheese. I like Good Culture cottage cheese or Daisy's are 2 of my favorites. So I'm gonna put in half a cup of this. All right, there we go. Next, I'm going to add in, I also want you to prep your gelatin that you bloomed. We're just gonna grab the other one out. Now don't get burned, make sure it's not so hot you can burn yourself. I've done that. You're gonna take your hot water, you're gonna pour it into here, and then you're gonna just mix this, and now it's like gelatin. So you can see it's like clumpy, you gotta mix it till it's smooth. So make sure you do that. Now we are going to, let's see, what are we adding? We need half of a tablespoon of vanilla. Again, I'm just gonna eyeball it. Looks good. You can measure. If it makes you nervous, please measure. Now we are going to do 2/3 cups of gentle sweet. This recipe, you don't need to modify any of the sweeteners. It's perfect just the way it is. And I promise you, your friends are gonna go, wow, you made this? Wow, this is sugar-free? Wow, this is gluten-free? Because those are the compliments that I got when I made this. Okay, then the last step is you're going to take your mix, so it should be runny again, and you're just gonna pour that in. And then we are going to blend this until it is smooth. So then just like scrape down the sides, give it one last blend, make sure it's nice and smooth. Okay, now once it's done, it will look like icing. Now this is where I also modify the recipe. We've already made our whipped topping. It says to like fold this in, but that's not what we're gonna do. We're actually just gonna kind of stir it in, but then we're gonna give it one last little whip. And I promise you, it's not gonna change anything, but it gives it, it makes sure there's no clumps from adding in the heavy whipping cream. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. So once it's done, just check it, give it one last little stir. It should be nice and creamy, like a really delicious icing or a cake batter. So now you're gonna take your pan, whatever pan of choice that you put it in, and then all you have to do is pour this in. Once you get all that goodness out, then just smooth this, okay? And then you're gonna put this in the refrigerator for 2 to 3 hours. So this is a dessert also that yes, you can make it the same day, and yes, you can eat it. You know, a lot of Trim Healthy Mama treats, we need to wait and eat them like the next day. Like cakes and stuff taste better always the next day. This is one that tastes awesome the same day. So if you're like, shoot, what should I make tonight? I'm having guests over. You can whip this together super quick. It's very easy. Now, this is gonna go into the refrigerator for 2 to 3 hours. Then we'll come back, check it, and I will show you all my secrets for how to top it. Hey guys, it's time. This has been in the refrigerator for a couple hours. And so what I'm gonna do is to separate it from the side, I just have this silicone knife. Now, if you put it in an 8x8 pan or another dish of your choice, and you use parchment paper, then all you'll have to do is really lift it up with your parchment paper. So I'm just gonna go around the edge like so. Now, if you wanna put it on a fun decorative plate, you can do that. You can get a flat plate, whatever you want, it's your choice. And then all I'm gonna do, if you're using this kind of pan, you have to be careful, but like you can just peel it up like this. I know it takes an art, but I like the way this turns out, so I just like it. I like it this way. Makes me happy. And I can hold it. I mean, what's wrong? I'm just gonna have one cheesecake. Okay. All right, you guys ready for my secrets now? So once you get it on your tray, look how beautiful that looks. It's beautiful. Now, this is the smoothest, the creamiest cheesecake you are ever gonna have. I've had other favorites. I have to be honest. I even love the cookies and cream cheesecake. That's my other favorite. But this will blow your mind and is that easy, you guys. That easy. Okay. So toppings. How can you top this cheesecake? Super simple. You can do fresh fruit. You can do fresh strawberries. If you do want a crossover, you can do cherries. Whatever it is you want. What I'm going to do though is amazing. So my first one that I did sliced up strawberries, and I just added a little bit of gentle sweet because I grew up when I was younger, you just add a little bit of sugar to strawberries and it kind of like makes it moist and juicy. So I did the same concept with just strawberries and it was phenomenal. Then we ran out of fresh fruit and that's like wah, wah, wah. So you could always use frozen fruit. That's another option, but this is by far my favorite. So I had a whole bunch of Good jams and I thought, oh my gosh, I bet this Good jam is phenomenal on top. And so I tried the raspberry, and the raspberry on top of this cheesecake is my favorite. Then next I tried peach. Peach is also delicious. So whatever your favorite is, if it's blueberry or strawberry, they have Good jam, which is 100% on plan that you can try. And then all you have to do is scoop it out and put it directly on top of your cheesecake. So this is my secret. I mush it up with because it's got that like gelatin kind of texture. So if you just do this, it'll break it up a little bit. And then see, it comes right out like jelly. And you just put a layer on top. And I'm telling you, your guests are gonna ask for more. I also tried the cherry Good on it, and my guests loved that as well. So lots of different options. Keep it super, super simple. All right, then when you're done, it is ready to serve. Cannot wait to see your cheesecake, and then give it a try. Let me know. Don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and the notification bell so you don't miss any new videos. All right, guys, I'll see you next time.